Hey, I'm talking. Speaking of fun, we having super fun today.
Okay, super
Because I
fun.
got my brother in. Let me tell you about this brother. First of all, you know him because he's like a legendary writer. We're talking
Absolutely.
Fine China. We're talking
okay.
New Flame. We're
Come on.
talking On Chill. We're talking ASCAP Award winning,
come on.
Grammy nominated, Grammy writing winner. Please,
Wow.
ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and let me not forget.
Don't forget.
LA Born and Bred.
Come on, let's do it.
Please give it up for Eric Bellinger.
People, we in the building. Go, whoa.
Eric, how are you?
Good. Happy to be back. Happy to be home. Happy to be alive.
Yeah, happy to have some music on deck.
Yes.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday. There's a lot going on.
Happy birthday
to you. Come on, Stevie. Happy birthday to you. That's right. We celebrating.
Okay, so was it intentional to drop it on your birthday?
You know, it wasn't. It was going to drop last week. You know what I mean?
okay.
Like, just as far as like the timeline of everything that was going on. But then something happened to where it was like, yo, let's push it back a week just in case. And boom, what do you know? No accidents happen. Happy birthday.
All right,
Supposed
now.
to be like that.
Oh, man. I love it. I love it. So I want to talk about this new song because
Yes.
this is something that women beg men to do. Cry in front of you.
Yes.
And then, but this is what I hear all the time, Eric. Just in case y'all not with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
The new single is dropped. It's called "Cry in Front of You."
Yes, it is.
So whenever I hear women ask men to be vulnerable and cry in front of them, what I inevitably hear from men is, "We can't do that because once we do it,
Yeah.
y'all throw it up in our face later."
For sure.
So how is it you come up with a song so vulnerable that is encouraging men to cry in front of you? And a little bit I felt like you was talking about God a little bit too.
It was that too. It's very spiritual. You know, some of it I'm referencing like looking in the mirror, crying in front of you, even yourself, crying in front of God, crying in front of your significant other. But every mattress ain't got springs in it. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't, suggest to lay anywhere that, feels unsafe, that doesn't feel peaceful. We not pillow talking and in one ear and out the other in the streets. You know what I mean? This is a feeling of trust. This is a feeling of, man, I feel safe with you. You are my escape. I can let go. I don't have to be, because when you first go on that date, everybody's like, oh, I'm this and I'm that and I'm this, and
as they say, your representative.
Surely, you know what I mean? Like the real comes down. So the sooner you're able to get to that truthful state in a relationship, that's when the tears could flow.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So what makes you be vulnerable today? I mean, the joints that we get from you are like they're dance joints, they're vibe joints. This is less of a vibe joint and more of a vulnerable.
No, for real.
Slam.
No, it's that. I think my music, normally I was like, wanted to be the people's champion. I wanted to be the fair. I wanted to be the guy. You can look to me. My music is positive. It's talking about love. And, the women have somebody they can listen to as an alternative to what everybody else seems to be talking about. But it came to a point where it's like, okay, how can I also still reverence the ladies, but in a way that is just a different perspective, And I think the only other way is to look inward and, to let them know that there's a level of comfort that needs to be built in order for a man to feel that safe.
You had a question about...
Yeah, when I saw the title with a record and listened to it, I said, man, this is dangerous. This is bold. You cried in front of your wife and she didn't call you out your name and she didn't leave you and all that.
Right, exactly. That's the thing. That's what I mean. I know you're saying like a lot of times like the social norm nowadays is you can't cry like, oh, he a wham, he a punk. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like it was necessary for me to just kind of shift that narrative, especially, being so into mental health and being into being the example that I wish to see in the world. Is like, yo, let me, take a different approach and just make it normal. I know they like, yo, man ain't supposed to cry, but it's like, man, there's just something freeing in, not caring about what no one feels and actually letting go and then being comforted during your tears.
You mentioned mental health. I want to go there because you have an organization called All Wins, and it in addition to it like encompassing artistry, it also deals with the mental health. How does that work specifically? How do you...
So we got like 20 artists that we work with at All Wins, and I believe in artist development. I believe in, not just looking for the artists that got the most numbers that's viral and signing them.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Like, people nowadays is just, they're in there for the quick flips, but it's like, man, if you could build something and be a part of the foundation, you're not as easily removed. So for me, a lot comes with working with people that are first time in the game. We all want to do music. We all are excited. Like, I want to drop a song. I want to do a photo shoot. I want to do a music video. I want to do a show. But during that process, it's a slow and steady race in order to actually start monetizing and start making money. And that comes with a lot of artists just not having it.
Yeah.
So it takes something deeper than funds. It takes something deeper than drive. It takes actual people believing in you and pushing you and telling you you got this. And I look at it like, man, that's what I'm here for, because I know how it is when you just need that little extra push.
What makes you committed to mental health? As a Black man, that's very rare.
Yeah, that's the reason. I grew up in Compton, seeing just so many people not come as far as I've been able to, just because of their circumstances, so we're placed in position nowadays with everything that's going on in society that it just forces us to feel like the victim, so I think a lot of times we've become accustomed to operating out of that state like it's normal, but it's not supposed to be normal. But they still expect us to be strong. They still expect us to have our chest up. They still expect us to hold our head high, but I've had time on my hands enough to do the soul searching and to do the rabbit holes and to do the, the meditation and yoga and church studies or Bible studies or whatever it may have you. So I think as I've been able to learn and read, it's like, I can't hold this information into myself. I need to be an advocate. I need to speak up. I need to be able to articulate what I've learned in a way that it can actually touch someone and change them so that they can apply it to their life as well.
Do you meditate, Eric?
For sure.
Really?
Love it, yes.
What is your meditation routine?
It switched from, at first, breathing exercises, then to guided meditation, and now to just me and my thoughts, mindfulness, and I think that's the best for me, because it just shuts everybody else out and allows me to have my own opinion and give myself time to form an opinion. Because a lot of times we're so busy listening and being distracted and reading the opinions of others that we don't even allow ourselves I don't even know what that is, like the opportunity to form our own opinion.
Yeah.
Now, this is what I think. I don't think this because you told me and I agree. I think this because I did my own research. That was wrong. I didn't like how that felt. It's not that common sense to me. They making it look like it's common sense, but to me it's like, that don't really make sense. But a lot of times we roll for the politically correct answer so that we can keep things smooth. But I'm like beyond that. I think I'm in a place now where I'm like more so about what's right and more so about the principle. And I'm good to like argue down anybody on whatever just because I disagree.
Do you think, when did the switch happen with you? And when by switch, I mean, you're from Compton? And we know the mindset that you just talked about, that you just spoke about, that comes from living in the inner city.
Yeah.
And then even with you talking about mental health and getting books and reading them yourself to figure it out and find out on your own, where did the switch come where you decided not to care about people saying, oh man, that's corny. Oh man, you a sucker. Like what, you read books about mental health? Like when did the switch come that you decided, you know what, I don't want to be that. I want to be this?
I think when you lean on other people's understanding and you start to rock with what they doing, you know, when it comes a time when maybe you're alone and in a dark hour and you need them to rock with you or help you or help you get through something or be there for you the same way you were for them, you tend to find yourself in a place of like, man, it's just me, you know? And I think I got a lot of time where it was just me. I'm like, okay, now what am I gonna do? Now what do I believe in? And it was just the time, you know, especially COVID, you know, like when we was all at home, like that was my, what is a root chakra? What is a crown chakra? What is you know what I'm saying? Like all of these different things, it was like I was discovering and relearning and unlearning and grieving things that I believed in and being open.
Oh, wait,
to
grieving things. Oh, hold on, stop. Grieving things that you believed in.
Yeah, and trusted in.
That's deep.
You know? It's just like, it made me sick, you know, to my stomach. Like, even to this point, I'd be like, man, what? Was they lying about this? Is this true? Is this, you know, like, you know, I don't know, man. The world, the government, the people, you know, I really don't even get into politics at all. But it's just like, man, it's crazy how they will just lie to us for the betterment of their narrative and not even care, even if we know, even if we found out, even if we did the digging, and it's like, wait, but what about this? They just still like, okay,
whatever. Yeah, it's Marvin Gaye all over again. What's going on?
Right, they've been saying it. Nothing's changed, man. The Michael songs as well. All I want to say is that they don't really care about it.
Yeah. I want to talk about songs when we come back. I'm gonna take a quick break. We'll come back. Eric Bellinger. The song it's out now.
It's out.
It's called now. Cry in Front of You. You can get it anywhere, everywhere. Stream it. Download it.
Please.
Go to Walmart.
Take your time. Yeah, you can't Apple Pay.
Put it on repeat. Put it on repeat in your car.
Purchase a song.
Yeah, purchase a song. We'll be right back. More Eric Bellinger.
That was it. Just repeat it. So come up with a good line and keep saying it.
That's how it works, huh?
Yep. Take notes, y'all.
That's what Trump do. Come up with a good line, just repeat it.
Just keep saying it. 10 toes. 10 toes.
You still use that in your process for writing music now?
Even knowing that, I don't.
You don't?
It's like if it calls for it, yeah. But I'm not like, okay, here's the cheat code. I'm going to use it every time.
Right.
It's just like, all right, I think it's here and we can get away with it without being gimmicky, with it still being catchy but not redundant.
Yeah.
You know?
You prefer being a writer or a singer?
Singer.
Really?
Yeah.
I just knew you were going to say songwriter because that's where the money at.
Man, do you know, I just have a bad feeling when people don't feel grateful for me dropping off a hit on their step like the stork. So I'm like, I'll just drop it. Okay.
No, man, I do myself.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll write a song on stage and freestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've caught some of your freestyles on the radio where you just drop a beat and you just go, give you a word, you just go for it.
It's possible.
Just go for it.
It's conversation.
Yeah, it is.
It just happened to rhyme with a great melody.
Something I was very surprised that I saw that you are into, and that's AI.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on now.
You have your own AI artist?
I do. 2.
Yeah.
2. You know, and
so are they you like they're not someone else that, like, just to make it clear for us so we understand how that works. They're not people who have AI artists that you've signed. They're your own AI artists that you created.
Create no different than a Demon Hunter's character. I look at it like it's the avatar that's created and they put music to it. Like, who's the Demon Hunter characters? Who are they? But why are all the kids singing and why is it #1 on Netflix? You know, because it's a song that kids can sing along to. So my idea with the AI branch of All Wins is for people that just want to hear good music. You can't go to their show, gang. Sorry. You can't go. You can listen to good songs over there.
We'll find a way eventually.
I'm sure. Yeah, Tupac performed at Coachella. So
hello.
You feel me?
I went to see Whitney Houston perform in Vegas.
She said, was that you?
Right. She got a whole hologram in Vegas.
See?
And I was like, y'all made me pay $200 for this.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you never know.
You're kidding me.
Nah, you never know. That's why for now I'm just like, take advantage of the music aspect. We can, let's do that.
So what do? You write the songs.
Yeah, I'll write the whole song. I'm not leaving it up to Chat to write no lyrics. Like, nah.
Yeah, and then you connect it with a voice.
Yeah, you could just pick a voice and pick an artist. Like, you got to make the artist. Like, there's also programs that you could come up with different features, like black, white, brown, Chinese, Mexican, anything.
Yeah. You could literally do K-pop.
Exactly.
And they K-pop world not know you a black man in Compton.
Exactly. My name might be Ich Billy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but you'll never know. I'm never confirming or denying either. So if anybody asks me, like, is that what they are? I'm like, I don't know. You like the song? Yeah.
Rock with it then.
Rock with it.
Lean with it, rock with it.
No, they're not coming on your podcast, though. Sorry.
Not the podcast.
They can't hit the pod, bro. Sorry, gang.
We because you are such a writer of love.
Yes.
I can't go without talking about your own love life and black love.
Yeah.
But really, your whole family, right? Like, you are a family man.
Yes.
How on earth can you be the family man that you are, unless, when I'm looking at your gram, I'm just like, that's just pretend.
Yeah.
But it looks very authentic to me.
Yeah.
How can you be the family man you are with the work that you do in this industry?
Yeah. I think, honestly, communication. And being fully aware on what the priorities are, not being opportunistic. A lot of people are real opportunistic. Like, something come and they fold it, but for me and my wife, we both like, all right, that could work for the version of me before now, but we're not afraid to say no for the sake of our own peace and our personal, the real life. Like, we both come up in this game, and I feel like we just kind of been doing our own thing and not worried about the clout and actually worried about impact. So when you really focus on that stuff, like, you're not wavering much, because it's like, yo, I'm really only doing this because this is what my purpose is, my calling. Like,
and this aligns with that.
It aligns with that. So I'm cool on that over there.
Ooh, that's a good one. You described your wife as your vision board, your Grammy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my producer over here, Emmett, seems to think that it doesn't benefit a man to be married.
Yeah.
And that marriage is not good for the man.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree or disagree with that, and why?
I can agree with what he's saying based off where we are. It's tough to just trust the same way. Like, I don't think it's like you can just meet somebody right now and you can just be like, all right, I'm rolling. You got to do real intel, research, background data. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it takes time.
It takes time, like, as opposed to, before the culture wasn't as tainted with Instagram, with seeing things that alters their reality and perception of what could be and what a wife is and what a husband is. Like, I seen what I don't gotta do to get what I want. So why change? Why worry about character development? Why worried about being of service when I can do-do-do-doop, doop-a-doop-doop, and then potentially get chose?
What am I doing? Blue-do-do-doop,
you know what I mean?
Is that what I'm doing?
Not a dish has been washed. Not a business plan has been suggested. Not a dream has been prayed over.
Ooh.
So it's just certain things, like, so if he's like, yo, I'm not running into nothing that's feeling like that and checking those boxes, then I don't agree with this. And I think that's just because it's been diluted over time. Like, when I first got married, we going on 12 years now, and it was already shaky.
Right.
When I was choosing and I was vibing and I was like, okay, I feel you, I love you, I'm feeling you. You could, whatever it may be.
No, I don't know.
But make it clap.
Okay.
But you get what I'm saying. But now I'm just like, man.
Your wife,
I said, it was already slopey.
She made you a better man?
For sure. It was an instant change. I feel like once I seen someone that was worth changing, it was a cold turkey situation.
Tell him how you benefit from marriage. What are some things that you benefit from?
The partnership. You know, when you on your own and you doing it on your own, you really doing it on your own. So if you also trying to have a family, if you also trying to make sure that the bills and the house is taken care of, you're also trying to make sure that you have somebody with you doing life with you, it just makes it easier when y'all on the same page. When y'all are, you know, of the same yoke and cut of the same cloth. But if you're not the same, don't have the same vision, the same, even if you're not there yet, it's healthier to me to build to get there together. You know, so I'm not going to run away if somebody is not fully put together because I'm not either. You know, so it's like, let's build it together and become stronger together so that once we reach that point, we will both feel like no one is nowhere near necessary of infiltrating the system.
Yeah, because people will infiltrate. Your wife said folks don't get excited about love anymore.
Yeah, that was real. When she said, I haven't heard it put like that, but that's really what it is. You know, I think when you find somebody that's like, you know, your counterpart, your best friend, you know what I mean, that you really like, that's my people.
Yeah.
That's like, you know.
Does it dull after 12 years? You've been together for 12 years. Does it get dull or is the love still fresh and vibrant?
I think it's a choice. It could get dull if you look somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now it's real dull. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing because my eyes over there. It's impossible. You know what I mean? But if you really focus and stay committed to the commitment, it's like, yo, I'm going to wake up every day and make a choice like, man, I loved this about you when we first got married. Maybe that's not even the same person you are no more.
That part.
I gotta change and find out who you are now and fall in love with that new person.
Yeah.
But people be stuck with the person they fell in love with so long ago, and I think that tends to, you know, tear each other apart when you don't grow together.
Yeah. Or respect the person that they are becoming.
Yeah.
That plays a huge part in it because we all, prayerfully, we all grow and become better and become a different version of ourselves.
Right. But we don't always look in the mirror. Like, we could say, like, you changing, but not realizing that we're changing ourselves and we don't, love the same things that they used to do for you. So maybe that love language changed on your own behalf, and now the things that used to make you happy don't make you happy anymore. So you need to communicate that, like, hey, I used to love when you did that, but actually I don't like that no more. And now it allows your partner to adjust. But if you don't ever communicate, you're just going to be mad because she doing something that you once loved.
And you don't anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, so you're going to be at the Novo May 24th here.
Yes.
In Los Angeles, but your tour is going across the country.
It's going across the country, and it's a beautiful thing to be able to perform LA live. Come on now, man, we right here in the hood, so that's the show that we closing out the tour with, and I'm just excited, for all my family and hometown friends to see us and celebrate with us going out with a bang.
You're about to hate the game I'm about to play with you. But here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, you're gonna hate this one. Oh, you're not. Okay, either or. You ready?
Yep.
Brian Michael Cox.
Okay.
Chris Tricky Stewart.
Okay, I'm gonna say B. Cox.
Brian Michael Cox, Neo.
I'm gonna say Neo.
Neo, Teddy Riley.
You talking about me working with or me being a fan
of? I'm sorry. I didn't even say what. I'm talking about as a songwriter.
Like working with them?
No, just as a songwriter.
Okay, start over.
Because
I'm thinking about
as a songwriter.
Because I love B. Cox.
I guess I could have been who you want to work with.
If I could be in a session and Neo gonna do all the writing, I'm gonna relax.
Well, that's why I should have went with it.
Because bro I'm like, bro, it's all done. Cool. It's gonna be some food.
Okay, we're gonna start over. Right, songwriter.
Okay, cool.
Brian Michael Cox, Chris Tricky Stewart.
I'm still going with Brian Michael Cox on this one, yeah.
Brian Michael Cox, Neo.
All right, Brian Michael Cox for the discography and catalog.
Brian Michael Cox, Teddy Riley.
I gotta go Brian Michael Cox, more my era.
Okay.
I respect the pedigree.
Brian Michael Cox, Rodney Jerkins.
Ooh. I'm gonna have to go Rodney Jerkins.
Rodney Jerkins, India Irene.
Man.
But I was like, ooh.
Because these are different. This is like,
yeah, it's different. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go Rodney again.
Okay.
I can't go against Rodney Jerkins. What?
Rodney Jerkins, D Mile.
Man, I met D Mile through Rodney. I'm going with Rodney.
Okay.
I love you, D.
Rodney Jerkins, Lionel Richie.
You know, it's crazy because I just stole Lionel Richie's pose for my album cover when he leaned back like that, but I'm still going with Rodney. Still going with Rodney.
Not you
Thanks,
still
Lionel.
lean back. That's a classic 1980s album cover pose.
I'm going to show you for the exclusive.
Lean back up.
You get the exclusive.
So you still going with Rodney Jerkins though?
Yeah, because the thing is, he gonna produce and I'm gonna write. So now we got songs. If I go with Lionel, we just gonna be singing.
Okay. Rodney Jerkins. Babyface.
Ooh.
Everybody in the room is ooh.
Nah, I gotta go with Babyface.
Okay.
Respect, brother.
Babyface. Smokey Robinson.
Ooh, Smokey Robinson. That's my number one all time.
All right.
Smokey.
And the final one.
Yep.
Smokey Robinson. Eric Bellinger.
Oh, okay. Hey.
I was gonna do it to you. I know what you were thinking, and I was going to do that to you, but I decided not to.
This is a great full circle game. Nah, if I do a versus, it need to be with Smokey Robinson.
Oh.
But I'm going with Eric Bellinger.
Oh.
Because I've studied him. The student sometimes outgrows the sensei.
Yeah, okay.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Rare occasion.
You don't think you've outgrown your sensei and Smokey, though, have you?
I just mean, the thing about Smokey is he paved the way for sure for me to be like, oh, that's how you make simplistic potency. That's how you can say these simple words, and I'm still thinking about them a week later. So, man, you know what I mean? I think with that one, I'm just like not afraid of the smoke. But
no pun intended.
I'm a Robbie's son. You feel me?
Everybody give it up for Eric Bellinger. The song is right in front of you.
That's right.
Go get it right now. You'll see him May 24th at Novo. Eric Bellinger, thank you so much for hanging out on the Tammi Mac Show. I appreciate you. Love you, bro. Appreciate you. He said, I don't want no smoke, but I'll rob.
That's right.
I don't know.
And make sure y'all listen. If you're in LA, please pull up tonight. It's my birthday. So we celebrating.
All right.
I just want everybody to come through, meet me at the Lillian. And if you can't get in, you will see about it on the gram.
Not if you can't get in. You'll see it on the ground. Well, I'm not coming because you know
I'm just saying for those
on the
that
ground
don't.
outside.
But sure, you know what I'm saying?
Any performances tonight at the Lillian?
The performance aspect, we're going to do a karaoke thing. If you an Eric Bellinger fan, if you love Eric Bellinger music, get on the mic. Let me hear you sing your favorite Eric Bellinger song. I want to laugh and sing with you all night.
All right, now. Give it up. Eric Bellinger, everybody. Thank you so very much, Eric.
Thank you.
20 years of Carter Classic.